Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Boozer here. Thanks for stopping by. Today's video, we're back on my main account here, Boozilla, and we're going to be hitting up some Platinum Arena during the reset. Hopefully we do well. It was recorded because I didn't have the right environment for a video, but I'm going to go over my thoughts as we're playing through. So let's jump right into it. Alright guys, so here we go. You can see here we are at just under 10 minutes before the end of reset. So let's jump right into it here. I'll pause it as we go. So here's my defense, typical defense that I always run for the last probably 6 months or something. You know, the meta just doesn't really change. My gears improved, my chaps have improved, but the champions basically are they are what they are right now. Unless I pull something like maybe Marichka, then things will change. But other than that, I think this team's fairly fine. So you can see my log here. Just one person hit me like 2 minutes ago, but we're outside platinum, so it doesn't really matter. And I wasn't running the proper defense. So about 9 minutes and 30 seconds until the end of reset. We're just outside of arena. So basically, like I said in a previous video, even as somebody that isn't platinum worthy, if you strategize properly, you can definitely finish in platinum. So if you had like a bet with like a friend and you're like, oh, I bet you can't make it into platinum, well, if you basically use the strategy of trying to sneak into platinum, you can definitely make it happen even when the odds are totally against you. But in this case, I really wanted to push higher. So I gave myself a little bit of time and I've like prepped myself mentally. Okay, I'm going to push a little bit higher, or I do a proper platinum push basically. So here we're just kind of like getting our feet wet a little bit. This is my speed farm team. I use Ethos because he has multiple AoEs. He also has a multi-hit AoE, which cuts through rotos pretty good. So for example, I don't need to like change teams, waste seconds and whatnot. This is like my gold 5 speed farming team. And yeah, multiple AoEs helps. This one's taking a bit longer because of UDK, obviously. Any team with UDK takes about 45 seconds. Like with double stone skin, for example. Alright, off we go. We're going to pick off some of the easy fights here. Start building up our points. And then usually once you get right outside of platinum, you want to do one final refresh because you're still refreshing with gold 5 teams. You might get unlucky and refresh with, obviously platinum teams that are waiting to get inside. That happens a lot as well. So here I did manual the A2, chance to remove, and then into platinum we go. Looking for some easy teams still. This team looks okay. Just need to outspeed that Sifi. Usually in spots like this, I'm faster maybe like 80% of the time. And then even if I am not faster, I do still have a chance to win. Just because Ethos is like protected and he can still slam pretty hard. As long as he's not locked down. Even if he's locked out, he does have extra turn mechanics to catch up. So here we go. We're just starting to build up the points. Still sticking with this team. I mean, this team isn't really like platinum level team, I think. Like my Ethos hits fine for an Ethos, but he just doesn't, like Ethos himself doesn't hit hard enough relative to like every other like platinum damage dealer. So once we start playing like some more platinum teams, then I will have to switch out this speed farming team. The page we're still farming was still from gold 5, so we ended up with a decent page, which gave us I think 5 good fights. So you see there, Ethos is A2, multi-hit, cut through rotos, pretty good. Wukong sometimes can chew up some time. Extra couple seconds there. Goes down. Alright. So after that page, beating gold 5 teams, I'm in the top 250. It's about 6 minutes left. I did a refresh, but I'm in the top 250. So I'm looking okay. Like if I just like stopped playing, I would probably finish somewhere around there. Just because my defense is decent. So here I'm going for my kind of like farming team, and this is where I bring in my turbo, which is, and this is basically my farming offense. Because it can fight the one of the most common defenses, which is Taurus Marichka, UDK, and then usually a Reviver. So those are teams I'm kind of targeting. In this case, there's no Taurus. He's using Harma. Harma is like slightly less scary compared to Taurus, but he probably brings like extra layer of tankiness because he'll reduce the effectiveness of ignore damage. So here, like Lydia has to be careful because she risks getting sheeped, and you don't want to get sheeped so close to the end. There you go. Lydia's passive stops Marichka's passive. Here we're just looking for like a similar type of team. Terrace Marichka. Don't have it. You also don't want to refresh too high, because once you start refreshing too high, the defenses will be too strong. So what you want to do is have like a page where you're not too high, but you have some fights that are kind of winnable. Hard to say, right? It takes a lot of experience. I'm still getting the hang of it myself, personally. And because I don't play this team like every day, I don't have too much experience doing this. But I definitely enjoy it, and I want to learn and get better and stuff. But yeah. Okay, so Lydia's A3 works really well if you can land it on Taras, but he does have block debuffs. So we kill Taras there. Usually I target the Reviver first instead of Taras, because Taras brings the decreased attack. So if you can't kill Taras with one hit, then he's going to take more and more hits, and then you're going to lose more and more attack every time you hit him. And then the rest of the team would just be too tanky. So here we take a refresh. There's about 3 minutes left. It's looking pretty gross actually. So right now we're 110th place. I was like, okay, I think we're pretty high. But I'm hoping to get 2 fights in, right? So this is the exact type of team that kind of works for us. And then the worst thing is Lydia gets sheeped. I mean, she's not a huge thing, but Lydia gets sheeped here, which is pretty bad. Stevie's in Stone Skin, which is really bad. And these guys have like pretty insane stats. Yeah, they have pretty insane stats. It's definitely like double bolster. So the UDK doesn't have Stone Skin on. Instead, Sifi has Stone Skin on, which actually works out pretty good against like our strategy, right? Yeah. So here, I think in hindsight, I probably should just try to kill the UDK right away, because the UDK is giving us a ton of problems. Now the Marichka, being fast enough, able to get a turn and heal up the whole team. I'm still trying to kill this Sifi, so that's definitely like my fault. It's not the best play. I should have just killed the UDK, just get him out of the way. But in any event, he would have been able to bring the UDK back. Okay, I'm gonna try and get through it. In hindsight, I probably should have not done that with Lydia and just go A1. Yeah, at this stage and my turbo is so low, so I know I lost. I know I lost this fight 100%. But if I exit now, I have less than a minute or roughly a minute to find another fight and win a fight. But if I lose this fight, obviously I'm going to lose points. And losing like 10 points when you're ranked like 100th or 100 something, you're going to drop quite a bit, right? So I decided to give up my last fight and then just chill. So we're just going to wait it out. We're going to wait out about 30 seconds here. But overall, I think I played this pretty okay. I think this fight in particular, we probably could have killed UDK sooner instead of trying to focus down. First of all, we shouldn't have hit Taras with our first hit. We should have just hit the UDK full on. But I was like kind of confused, and then I was like rushing a little bit, so need to calm down a little bit, not get so flustered and whatnot. But I felt pretty good. And yeah, we're just about going to wrap up this fight here. All right, so I'm going to wrap it up here. All right, so reset happened. I actually got one defense win just before. One defense win. And then no one else attacked me. And this was my offense loss. So this was my offense loss, and then those are my wins. And I only had one defense hit against me, and that was a win. So I was like, oh, that actually is very nice. So those are our offense wins, quite a bit, but some of them were from the early pages. So didn't have to go too crazy there. So, yeah, so going out, it's probably ready to go. Check again, looks like it's ready. For sure we hit, unless we got killed, right? But our defense log shows that we didn't. And boom, rank 97. This is a personal best, so for sure it's like my best finish. My second best finish was rank 100th. So yeah, we got multiple top 100 finishes. Fully free to play. Yeah, no dollar spent on this account, guys. 100% free to play. It's not the highest free to play platinum finish that I've seen. I think. I would doubt that, but super happy with that. It's my personal best. So, and I think if I won that last fight, it would have been even higher. So, but my goal is to make it to top 100. And I think top 100 is reasonable right now anyways, until the meta gets away from me from like with primals and all that stuff. We'll go over the champions here real quick. Arbiter for the speed runs. We're just gonna flash the champions here real quick. So Turvo's the big one. He's in basically my best damage gear on the account. And he has a 5-star. The 5-star actually pulled from a stone like near the beginning of the Soulstone update. So I never got a chance to use it for a long time. But obviously a huge blessing for a huge champion that I use in a very significant role. I passed on a 6-star many times. I don't think I'm going to 6-star him. He plays pretty fine by himself already. So he's basically in the best gear in my account. Necrit, he's in my best bolster gear. I mean, it's nothing to, it's not crazy or anything, the bolster gear, but it's the best I have. I only have 2 sets. My Warlord is definitely in some of my best gear on my account. I use the Warlord like everywhere, obviously. Sorry, we did flash some of the champions pretty quickly here. Go over them here. Sorry, I should have paused. So here's my Lydia. Lydia is actually in a shield set. She has enough accuracy to land some stuff in Hydra, so I do use her there as well. So this is kind of like a dual purpose Lydia. I use her for this arena reset team, and I use her in Hydra. She's in shield set, so plus bolster makes the shields a bit bigger. Arbiters for speed. Here's my ethos if you guys are interested. He hits pretty good, but yeah, he's still an ethos. And then here's my Tross. He's mainly, you know, obviously in my live arena gear. He's in some of my best gear on the account, and he's part of my my defense, arena defense as well. Don't think I did use. No, I didn't use Vermontu or Duchess in this video. But anyways, guys, hopefully that was helpful or entertaining for you guys. But I'm super happy that we got our best ever finish. Top 100, 97, fully free to play. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. And have a great Monday. Have a great start to the week. And I'll see you guys in the next video.